Hi, so I'm going to talk about the discussion of the different websites that were brought this week. So the first one that I'm going to bring up is Formative. Formative is a really interesting website just because for if you would be a teacher, it's a really good way to interact with students. As you can see here, so basically you make up questions. Right here it says like a large pizza has a diameter of 20 inches. Went back on me. Let me see if I could go back. Well, it didn't. Well, as you can see, the questions are coming up, and as the teacher would post the questions, the students are answering right away, and they could see exactly what they're typing, what they're answering, and who got what wrong. Uh, it shows you how it works right here. So basically, it doesn't necessarily have to be a teacher, but you create an assignment, you assign it to students, and you as they're typing in, you see the results, and you give them feedback. I think it's really good because this can go from anywhere from elementary school before that to college. Um, I think it would work really well in classrooms. I don't know if it would be able to work. It would be nice for teachers to go home and see their assign homework and see them typing in real time, but I don't know if it's able to set up to where every student's going to be typing at the same time. So I think that would create some issues. But like I said, it gives a lot of freedom to teachers, and it's good technology to show exactly what the students are doing and how they're answering. The next site that I'm talking about is Pear Deck. This one is basically it's a live interaction with PowerPoint. So it's taking me through right here and what you would do for each. So the teacher makes up his or her own PowerPoint, and the students are on the PowerPoint and able to follow along with the teacher exactly how they have it. So it'll be on the students' tablets, and the teacher has full control of it. He can pause the students' tablets or computers on the screen they are. They can make it interactive to where they put up an answer on a slide and the student has to answer. Anything that it's just basically the teacher has free reign to make their own PowerPoint and keep the students involved. I think that's what the best part about it is. It'll keep students really involved. Obviously, you would have to be at a school that every student was in access to a PowerPoint, and every student was access, to a tablet or a computer. But I think if a teacher is using this, that helps. But also, you could go home and even though the teacher wouldn't be in full control, you could answer questions on the PowerPoint to help you study. I'm trying to think what else. I really couldn't find any cons to this. Only con is if a teacher would really like lecturing. I guess they still could lecture with this, but it takes away because the students are kind of buried in their laptops looking at computers. And if they have good control and they're able to use the website correctly, they can keep the students from getting off track. But if not, it could come into the problem that students are on the computer doing other things besides looking at the PowerPoint. The third website is Quizzes. I think this helps teachers and students to study. They can an online quiz could be made, and it's more interactive quizzes that can answer. As you can see here, the quizzes, it shows how long the quizzes are. Each of them, these are 5 minutes. How long the time limit for the question, 5 minutes. And then you could play live, you could do homework. And then as you make an account, you could go to public quizzes. You go to your own and view your page, view your reports, and you can make your own quiz. It doesn't just have to be teachers making it. And you even have a spot to play memes. Each of these, let me go back and explain a little bit how to use these. Most of these, you have to be signed in. It's real easy to sign up. You go to sign up, and it says it's free for students and teachers. I'm back to Formative. So we would sign as a student, and we already have a Google account to sign in. And the only part that stops us is using a code. So whatever class, your teacher would have to give you a code, or students would have a code to use. And the same with Pear Deck. All these have codes to get into, and they're used by Google. So if you have a Google account, you could get right into them. And this is where you navigate the pages. It wants me to click right here. It's really good at showing you how to use it. As it's showing you right here, it asks students about the slides. It's real interactive. Multiple choice, anything like that. You go back and forth with the slides right here. And on quizzes, it's pretty self-explanatory. At the top, as I explained, how you have your different sections to go into. But like I said, I think these 3 websites are very useful and new, especially with the new age of technology and being able to teachers interact. And it doesn't just necessarily have to be young students. It could be all the way up to college that these could be helpful. So that's why I think most of these, there's not very many cons to these websites. Thank you.